Okay, so we're going to make our way across the bridge. Obviously, some people like to have a few refreshments, maybe while they're fishing. So before we get going here, oops, I'll figure out driving my trailer here. You can see the milepost marker for the bridge. So 120.5. So again, that is the mileage on the Kinghorn. For the original lines, it would be 70.8. All right, let's make our way across here. This bridge over the mighty Nipigan. So the Nipigan is, I think, the biggest river in the area. This bridge is 610 feet long and it's 40 feet high. It was constructed around 1912, 1913, and obviously opened in 1914. So it is an original structure. There is no date stamp on there. The bridge itself is in decent shape. Some of the timbers are kind of dinged up. I'm carefully treading my way across here. You know, if you watch these videos, you know I don't like heights. I'm not good with it, and especially this bridge here. There's no railing. Some of the timbers are a little dinged up, and that's a pretty big river below us. So I'll give you a shot here of the Nipigan. So there's quite a bit of flow on the Nipigan River. There are 3 hydroelectric generating stations on the river. The first one being constructed, I think they started around 1917. They started construction on that project. The flow out of the Nipigan River is actually greater than it originally was because there was a diversion project north of Lake Nipigan that diverted water. So you can see one of these ties here, that's all dinged up. Diverted water from the Agoki River into Lake Nipigan with the idea of increasing the flow on this river. So again, just gingerly working my way across here. Even Luna is gingerly working her way across. She doesn't like the heights either. There's a good shot of this bridge. There's a video that was made in 2005. So right when the line was taken out of service in July of 2005, there was a motor car excursion. So there's motor car groups that drive the little railway motor cars, the little putt-putt cars that they use. So here you can see one of the fire barrel platforms on the bridge. So the motor cars, the putt-putt cars, whatever you want to call them, the track inspection cars. So people have them and they basically use them to ride old rail lines and things like that. So they got permission from CN to basically do an excursion on the line all the way from Long Lac to Thunder Bay, and so they did it over a course of about 3 days. It's a good shot of them crossing over this bridge. So I'll post a link to that video. There is a full-length video that I've seen, but there's kind of a short version that's on YouTube. So here you can see this timber's all kind of dinged up. Making sure the dog's with us. So here you can see the Nipigan, kind of a shallow spot right in here. So again, this would have been quite the undertaking to construct this bridge. Just the massive size of the river. And being able to withstand the current, and in the springtime, the ice breakup. Just got to kind of watch where I put my feet. Again, some people just like walk across here like it's nothing. And people like me, I've gotten better. I've never liked heights my entire life. So I have gotten better. I just try to focus on not looking sort of down. So again, this is the second longest structure on this line. The longest is the Blend River Viaduct, which is located in Pass Lake. Some people call it the Pass Lake Trestle. That one is 2,200 feet long. It's the biggest railway structure in the middle part of Canada. I have not walked on that one, nor will I, until maybe it becomes a trail, because there's no way I'm going up there. That one's 130 feet high. See, that one's a little jiggly. I don't like that. If that was in the middle of the bridge, I'd probably be a little bit freaked out. Okie dokie, terra firma. Thanks. All right, so we've reached the other side. So here you can look back to the north, or to the east, I guess, if you sort of go by the rail line. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore more of this bridge, and what we're going to do is we're going to use some old footage, some 2020 footage where we looked at the sides and the bottom and stuff, and then we're going to mix that in with some drone footage as well that we've taken at some different parts or different times of the year. Okay, so we're down here below the level of the grade. We are on the northeast corner of the bridge. You can see again above me the mileage marker at 120.5 or 70.5, and so you can see the side profile, the east side of the structure here. So again, it is a steel span structure supported by multiple piers across the river. Is a very wide river. At this point, there is no date stamp or anything like that on this side. We're going to wing around to the other side of the bridge, to the northwest corner, and see if there's something over there. You can see a little bit of the interior of the spans. And so we can see this side. Again, there is no date stamp. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work our way as close to the bottom as we can and get a little bit of an elevation and see if we can get a little bit better profile of the bridge. All right, so we've made our way down to the level of the river. We are about 40 feet below the level of the grade, and so you can see the bridge just above us here. We're going to wing around to the eastern side so we're not backlit here by the sun. But you can see a little bit of the structure of the bridge. There is 5 piers that support the bridge as it works its way across the river. This structure again was an original structure, and so this structure dates back to the original construction between 1911 and 1914. You can see here some of the original piles. So there was a trestle work structure here that basically supported the construction of the of this particular bridge. You can see all kinds of debris down here, all kinds of spikes that have been weathered from being in the water, and metal pins and things like that, even nails and fish plate bolts. Thankfully, the level of the river is low this year, so we can get underneath the structure. So you can see it up above here. And you can see those wings on the top of the bridge. And again, you can see the 5 concrete piers. Notice how they're all kind of set on an angle facing upward. You can see the metal reinforcements, basically the cofferdams around the bottom part of the piers to reinforce them against ice and debris on the river. We'll try to swing along the riverbank as wide as we can here. To give you the best perspective. So as far as I know, other than the Blend River Viaduct, also known as the Pass Lake Trestle, this is the longest, second longest structure on the line. The bridge itself is well over 600 feet long. I'll have an exact measurement for you on the video. All right, so we're here on the southwest corner of the bridge, and you can see the abutment here on this side. And so we'll pass underneath the bridge. There seems to be no trace of a date stamp on the abutments. So here again, you can see the inside perspective here of the steel spans. So again, there's nothing here on this abutment. These appears to be one of these more modern steel spans. I've seen these before. And so the date on here is a 1960s date on here. That doesn't necessarily mean that's when it was put in, but obviously not the original steel span structure. So it was replaced at some point. And so here you can see the bridge stretching on northward across the river. So we'll drop down here to the bottom, if I don't slide down there first, and see what's going on down there. All right, so we're down here at the level of the river on the south bank of the river. So we're kind of on the southeast corner here, and so you can see the bridge from this this perspective here. So looking our way to the north, we can way in the distance there actually see the mileage marker on the north side of the bridge. So you can see a close-up here of the piers and the steel cofferdams around the base of the bridge to protect the concrete from things like ice and stuff like that. You can actually see the white marks there showing the drop in the water level of the river over the course of the spring and the summer. Water here is very, very clear. Unfortunately, the bank here is all really awful clay, and so my boots are just all clogged up with gross clay that I'll have to try to scrape off. And so here you can actually see the remains of some woodwork here. So again, I don't know if this was part of the original cofferdam when they were building the bridge, or what this was here, or some sort of more primitive system to protect the base of the concrete from things like the ice. You can definitely see a lot more of the wooden timbers here. So remember, there was a false work here. So there was a crib work here that was used when they were constructing the bridge. I don't see any date stamps or anything like that on any of the pier. There might be one hiding somewhere, but I don't see it anywhere. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to work our way back up to the grade and continuing pushing our way to the south, and we're going to be coming up to Parmachene Station very shortly.